What's up, Pickle Ricks? In today's video, we're going to be ranking all Minecraft mobs. Let's just get to it. I'm going to say the Creeper. I think in terms of iconicness, it's got to be an S tier, because, like, I mean, yeah, everyone's like, if Creepers were added today, merging would not add them to the game. But actually, I think they're a pretty good addition. They're very classic. I think I can't put Creepers in S tier. I can't put Creepers in anything but S tier. So, anyways, Pigs. I think I'll give Pigs a solid. I don't know. I think because all the livestock kind of got to go. Not all of them, but I don't know. Pigs are like they're kind of useless, but they also give good food. I'll put it in A tier because it's pretty good food. Skeletons. I think we're gonna put skeletons in B tier because they're annoying, but also I guess integral. They're pretty chill. Not much to say about skeletons. Spiders, same thing as skeletons. No, I think actually I'm gonna put spiders. No, same tier because they're kind of. In some cases they can be more annoying, in some cases less annoying. Okay. Sheep. Let's put sheep in A tier because they give good food and wool. No, I don't think pigs and sheep can be in the same tier because I think I want to move pig down to B because sheep's is objectively better than pig because it has two uses. So I think yeah, okay. Zombie, just A tier. I mean, just classic mob. He's a good mob. He wanders around. He's a zombie. Chicken, I'm gonna put chicken in C tier because they're small, they're annoying, and they lay eggs, sure, which helps get you more of them, but still they're just kind of not really enjoyable mobs in my opinion. I think there's better food sources in the game anyways, even though they are quite easy to automate and make fully automatic chicken farms. There's better food sources. Cows, I'm gonna put A tier because no, I'm putting cows B tier with pigs. No, leather. I gotta put cows in A tier. Cows are going in A tier for leather. I think above sheep. Yeah, this seems good so far. Cows are definitely A tier because they give you leather. Leather is useful for books, leather armor. I mean, no one makes leather armor, but as well, like enchantment tables and also good food. Okay, regular ghast. I'm gonna put regular ghast in. I don't know. I think C tier just because they're annoying, and also I wish they would rework the deflecting thing because I feel like I feel like the deflecting fireballs mechanic needs to just be reworked because on servers it's just like not possible to be on. It's possible, but it's so much harder on servers. Um, but yeah, besides that, not too much to write home about. Gas tiers give you regen potions, but besides that, nothing really. Slimes, I gotta go A tier for sticky. No, I think I'm gonna put slimes in like B tier because this is just the mob also has the drop, which is useful. So I don't know, because on one hand they're really useful, but on the other hand they're really a pain in the ass to farm. So I think B tier is fair. They're a pretty B tier mob. Zombie piglin. I think zombie piglin's like it's just a B tier mob. B tier is like average, like nothing to say about it. They're just kind of there. They're the same thing as zombie pigman. They've been in the game. Like they're like the zombies of the Nether. Nothing really to write home about. Cave spider. I don't really know why this mob exists, to be honest. I'm gonna put this at like D tier just because, like, why? Like, why do we need smaller spiders that give poison? I mean, it's interesting, I guess. It's more variation, but also, I don't know. It's just kind of stupid. I don't see the point in them existing. I don't know why we couldn't just have regular spiders spawn in mine shafts. Enderman. I think Enderman goes pretty easily in A tier. Maybe even S. No, Enderman are S tier. I lied. They're the best and easiest source of XP in the game. Ender pearls are insane. They're kind of annoying to fight with low armor, but they're definitely worth the trouble to kill for sure. Silverfish. I'm gonna put silverfish in D tier because they're just kind of stupid and annoying. All they do is hang out in dirt and like not dirt, they hang out in stone and they just fucking annoy you and you just mine the spawner at the stronghold and that's like the only reason you'll ever see a silverfish in your entire playthrough. Squid. Also D tier, just fucking useless mob to be honest. They give you black dye, which is cool I guess, but who the fuck cares? I mean, they're just squids. Wolf, I'm gonna put in A tier because A or S. I think A just because like I like having a dog, but also I don't know. I feel like more times than not, the dog like having a dog wandering with you is more of a hindrance than an asset. Because like that thing will find a way to kill itself, especially if you're caving. That thing will absolutely find a way to kill itself. So, but no, they're dogs. They're cute. They're pets. Whatever. It's fine. Blaze. I think I want to put Blaze in B tier. Nah, maybe C tier because I really don't like them to be honest. I think blazes are annoying. I don't like how you can deflect the gas things and not the blaze fireballs. And they're just really annoying to kill. A lot of the time, like I have a lot of bad memories with blazes because they fucking float and they shoot fire and they're just annoying. Ender Dragon, I think pretty obviously an S tier mob. Is it actually? I don't know. Maybe it's like B tier. No, I guess A tier. Nah, fine. I'll put Enderman or not Enderman, Ender Dragon at S tier because it's the Ender Dragon. I mean, I don't. What else do I have to say about it, right? Magma Cube. I'm gonna put this in like D or F. I'm gonna put this in D tier, right? Maybe C tier. Eh. I'll put it in C for now. We'll see. They're just not. I don't think I've ever been incentivized to kill a magma cube in my entire like 12 years of playing Minecraft. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just not really a reason to do it for me. Mushrooms, I guess, are they better or worse than cows? Because they give the same amount of meat, but they drop mushrooms instead, which I feel like are arguable, not arguable, I think are definitely worse than leather. But you know, cow's a cow, I guess. Or I mean, yeah. Okay. Snow Golem, I'm putting this in D tier, maybe C tier because that's technical uses, but the vast majority of snow golems that I encounter are just annoying and they just leave snow everywhere and you gotta clean it up and it's annoying. Villagers, undisputed S tier. I mean, come on, like every book in the, I mean, they're gonna patch this soon, but every book in the game is accessible through villagers. That in and of itself is worth an S tier, but the trading mechanic is just like that puts it in S for sure. Cat. Cats are cute. There's a lot of like stuff that cats do that I didn't know. Like they'll like lie in your bed and stuff. It was just really cute, and I didn't know that. But I actually should get a cat. I haven't had a cat in Minecraft ever. I don't think. Maybe I'll do that. Iron Golem. I think A tier just for the fact that you can mass spawn and kill them for iron. They're pretty easy to kill by building up 3 blocks too. They're kind of just a useless mob. Maybe like C tier actually, because the mob itself is nah. They're cool. They protect the village. They're A tier. Ocelot is like I forget these are in the game. I don't know why. I think it's because it was 1.14 that they made cats their own mob and then ocelots their own mob, which I kind of think just threw out any reason the ocelot like had to even exist. So I don't know why it still does. Anyways, bat. I think I'm just gonna put bat in F tier. There's nothing else to say about it really. Which and yeah, the bat just does fucking nothing. Okay. Anyways, witch. I'm gonna put witch at B tier because. I don't know. I haven't made a witch farm, but I've heard witch farms can be very lucrative because she drops like redstone and glowstone and a bunch of other shit. So I guess B tier, but also she can be really annoying to fight. So I'll give her maybe I'll give her A because some of those resources you can farm are. Like, she's the reason we have renewable glowstone and redstone and whatever else she drops. Wither, again, I gotta put it in S, I think, just because it's like a mini boss. It beacons are S tier, yeah. Beacons put it in S. Wither skeleton. I kind of like the idea of Minecraft having like I think honestly Minecraft should have more mobs where it's like or no, I think Minecraft should have more things where it's like very low drop rates like the Wither Skeleton Skull because I think that's kind of cool. I kind of like the idea of like running around and like killing a bunch of Wither Dragons or Wither Skeletons to get the Wither Skulls, but they don't really use that mechanic a lot in Minecraft, so I don't know. I think Wither Skeleton goes in B tier because it's like a skeleton but withered. Zombie Villager. I think it's got to go behind Villager because, I mean, one of the big reasons villagers are so broken is because you can turn them into zombie villagers and then back again. So yeah, not much to say there. Donkey, I, it's like a slower horse that you can put chests on. I don't. If you want to put a chest on a horse, I guess you can use a donkey. Like, besides that, I think C tier, maybe even D tier. I would say D tier. Like, I don't. I would actively not. I would actively rather use like any other rideable mob than a donkey. Horse is, I think, A tier, maybe even S. No, I think A because they're fast, man. Horses are really, really good for land travel. They're boats for water. Like you don't lose hunger on them. They're faster. They're more efficient. Sometimes like across water they can be kind of a pain in the ass, but with a lead it's not too bad. Um, I think A tier is fair for horses. What the fuck is this? Is this a mule? Do mules exist in Minecraft? There's probably some like niche thing with mules where you can like give them horse-like stats, but also carry. I don't know. I'm gonna put them in B tier because I don't know much about them. Skeleton horses, on the other hand, I will put at. I don't know. Maybe I'll put skeleton horses at like I really don't know honestly, because this is including the skeleton horse like lightning, raining, spawn, jump scare thing. So yeah, I guess I'll put it at A because that is pretty unique. I think that's pretty cool. Skeleton horse. This one's interesting because very recently it got announced that these are gonna because skeleton horses have been in the Minecraft source code for basically like a very long time. But they haven't been naturally spawning until I think it's the Mounds of Mayhem that's coming out, the new update or the new game drop, sorry, where there's gonna be random skeleton horse spawns with zombies riding them, wearing or with the zombies have the spears, so it's gonna be a really cool thing. I I think previously this would have been an F tier, but I think because of the Mounds of Mayhem drop, I think I want to put skeleton horses in I think A tier, maybe like behind regular horses. So same with skeleton horse actually. What the fuck did I just? Oh god. Okay. Elder Guardian. Okay. Elder Guardian, I think I'm gonna put in. I don't know. Yeah, I guess D tier because they're cool. I guess they're like big guardians, but mining fatigue is just kind of a pain in the ass. Like its whole gimmick is just that it's like it hampers your ability to play the video game. So the game's called Minecraft, and the Elder Guardian stops you from mining. So I think that's a pretty good reason. But also it's cool. It drops sponges, but also sponges are in fucking whatever those things are, ocean monuments, anyways. So who the fuck cares? I don't. Endermite. Endermite, I think goes in. I think Endermite's like a C tier mob. It's just fucking. It's like a cool little niche. I don't want to say Easter egg, but kind of like Easter egg with Ender pearls. But they also have the use case of attracting Endermen for farms, which makes them useful. But also you can make Enderman farms where you don't need them because you can just look at them and piss them off. But they have their uses, but also not objectively much more useful. Yeah, a more useful silverfish actually. I'll put it like that. So it's a bit higher. Regular Guardian. I think the laser attack is cool. I also think it's really fucking annoying when you're making Guardian farms, so C tier. A little bit cooler than Elder Guardian because it doesn't do mining fatigue, but also attacks are more annoying. Rabbit is F tier. I don't. They're hard to catch. They give shit food, and the rabbit feet give you like potions of leaping, I guess, which is cool. But who the fuck cares? Like, just use a beacon. Shulkers. I honestly think Shulkers are an S tier mob. I like Shulkers a lot because they make the experience of exploring end cities a lot more enjoyable, in my opinion, because if you have good armor, you can use the levitation to your advantage, because, I mean, end cities are vertical anyways, so I think, honestly, Shulker, and also Shulker boxes are game-changingly broken. Not broken, but just game-changing. They're really good. I like Shulkers. Shulkers are fun, S tier. Husk. The Husk is... Wait, this is the one that gives you like slowness, I think. Okay, it's like a zombie, but for a desert, and it gives you slowness. I don't know. B tier, sure. Polar bear, F tier. They don't drop anything. All they do is hang out, and if they have a kid, they attack you. That's like literally it. I think. Do they have another use? They could, not that I know of though. I'm sorry if they have another use and I'm forgetting them. Strays. I think they look cool. I'll give them that. So I think I'm gonna put strays slightly above skeletons in B tier, top of B tier. So yeah, I don't know. They give you no. The strays give slowness. The husks give hunger, I think. Okay. Well, I don't really. They're all just like kind of variants of mobs that give effects. Is this which pillager is this? This is the evoker, I think, the magic one. Okay. I want to put this in S tier because it's fucking cool. Like the whole the summoning like the bunch of like jaws that go on the floor and like close up. That is a fucking cool attack, I think. And also they summon the Vexes, which are their own mob, but they're very cool, very magic, very powerful, and they drop totems. So I mean, yeah, totem farming as well. Yeah, S tier mob, I think. S tier mob. Llamas or the oh wait, the wandering trader llamas are different. Okay. I mean, you can put carpets on them, I guess, which is cool. I don't know, C tier. You can ride them. I don't think they're as fast as horses. Vex, I'm gonna put in D tier. I fucking hate them. They go through walls. They have iron swords, and they're tiny and they fly. Like they're just awful combination of stuff. Not fun to play against. Not. I've died to them a lot of times. Evoker is a B tier mob. It's like a faster zombie with an axe. It's cool. I mean, it's cool. I like that he has an axe. I think there's an Easter egg with him where if you name him Johnny, he kills everything as a reference to like that here's Johnny from that one movie. I think it's called Twilight or some. I don't know. I'm too young for this shit. Parrot. Parrot is an A tier mob. They dance around jukeboxes. They sit on your soldier. They sit on your shoulder. Jesus. They're cool. I like parrots. They're colorful, they're pretty, and they're fun. Good pets. This is the cod. The cod I'm gonna give D tier because I like fish. I think they're funny, but also it's just like a useless mob. It's a fish. No, I D tier. Sorry. Dolphins get B tier solely because of the um solely because of the Dolphin's Grace. You can use. I haven't done it, but I've heard you can use Dolphin's Grace to make like insane fast travel setups. I don't know how that shit works, but it sounds cool. The Hoglin, they give good food actually. You can make a pretty good Hoglin cooked pork chop farm with lava, so I feel like A tier honestly. They're pretty useful for food. Drowned. Drowned is the main source of trident in the game, so I guess maybe new top of B tier. But because also I don't like them. I think they're annoying as fuck to fight, and also trident drowns are like devilish. If you like early game, they're just despicable devilish creatures. So yeah, that's not fun. Phantom. I think the Phantom's gonna go in F tier, and no one's gonna complain. Pufferfish, D tier. Useful in traps, I guess, but who really wants to like get poisoned and have nausea? Salmon, same as cod, just a fucking fish with no use. Tropical fish, same thing. I don't even know if you can eat them. I don't give a shit. Turtles, the turtle helmet is like one of the most useless features in the game. Actually, I'm gonna give turtles like D tier because the only like justification to breed them and actually like interact with them isn't even worth it, so not much point. Foxes again, I'm gonna give them a bit higher than turtle because they're cute, but what's the use here? You can tame them, I think, right? I think the way you tame a fox is just by like leading it away from its parents, which is kind of fucked up. You just kind of kidnap it and it loves you, but whatever. Panda, similar story. They do somersaults, I think, and they have rare varieties, but I mean they don't really do anything. This is the pillager, I think. Yeah, with the crossbow. I'm gonna say B tier because same thing as all the hostile mobs. Like they kind of have their place in the game, but just objectively not super useful. What's this one called? The big guy, like the Ravager. I think yeah, Ravager. That sounds right. They're cool, honestly. I think conceptually they're cool. It's like a bigger, chunkier horse that's harder to kill. It's very good in raids. It's a good like addition to raids. I think it makes them more challenging and kind of like it enhances the evoker experience. I think. No, I'll put them in B tier behind Pillagers. Wandering Trader and Llamas get F tier. I'm not gonna take any questions on this one. Bees, I'm gonna put in like I think B tier. B for B. Sure. Piglins get A tier because they trade Ender Pearls. Piglin Brutes get D tier because they're a pain in the ass. Striders get C tier because they can let you walk on lava, which can be very useful in the Nether, but also it's just kind of a pain in the ass to craft a warp fungus on a stick, and also you need a saddle, so there's a lot of prereqs which you never usually hit, so I don't find myself using them too often, but when I do, they're pretty useful. You know, maybe B tier. I talked myself into it. Zombie Piglin, or Zombie Hoglin, sorry. I don't even know. It just happens when you take a Hoglin to the overworld. Axolotl F tier. What the fuck is an axolotl? I'm gonna put Glow Squid at F tier because I have a personal vendetta against it because I think the Isologer should have won the mob vote in 2020. I don't care what anyone thinks. The fucking Moobloom was stupid. The Glow Squid was stupid. Isologer was the way to go. We could have had like an awesome ice magic guy, and instead we have a squid that makes signs glow, which is like cool, I guess. The signs glowing is actually a pretty cool feature, but I wanted the Isologer. Goats, I'm gonna put in D tier because they're kind of funny and they scream and they give you the horns, and the horns are funny. Allay, I think Mojang wanted Allays to be a lot more useful than they ended up being. I'm gonna put it at C tier because it's kind of like it's got a weird gimmick that you can use if you want to, but also like, like there's just better ways to do the stuff that it does. Frog, I honestly know nothing about frogs. I think you use them to get like you take a frog to the Nether and then something makes a shroom light, I think, but also who the fuck has ever used a shroom light block in this game? Because it's so annoyingly difficult because you have to get a frog in the Nether. Sure, get a frog in the Nether. I'm gonna put Warden in S tier. I think Warden is one of the coolest mobs they've added. Like the Deep Dark update is some of the coolest shit Minecraft's added to the game in a long ass time. I think it's yeah. Besides the Creeper and Villager, it's the next coolest mob. It's just like something I really like about the design of the Warden is like it's very obviously like you're not supposed to kill it. It's supposed to be like an obstacle for you to like avoid, which I think is really cool because it really enhances the experience of the deep dark and actually makes it fucking terrifying, which I think is sick. It's like an actual scary part of Minecraft, which has not really been a thing before. I would argue actually like very early Minecraft with the cave when they saw the cave sounds, but the caves weren't like the caves were just kind of like winding tunnels that would just have dead ends and shit. Like that was scary as fuck too if you were like alone and there was no music or anything. Camels, I like camels. They're very rare, but they kind of have a spot in my heart because deserts are annoying and camels are funny, and they're useful in deserts because you can ride on them. And also, saddles are pretty easy to get in the desert because of the villages and also, what are they called? The temples, the desert temples. So yeah, you're a lot more likely to like find and ride a camel than you are to like ride a llama. The sniffer, I don't know what the fuck this thing is. I've never seen one. I've never used one. They like give you plants, I guess. Cool. Armadillo. I'm gonna put armadillo in C tier. Like on its own, it's not that useful, but they do give you the dog armor, which I think is pretty cool. This one's the bogged. The bogged. It is a skeleton that spawns in trial chambers that gives you. What does it give you? What does the bogged give you? Hold on. What does bogged do to Minecraft? I have no idea. They poison. Okay, bogged have poison. I don't know. D tier because poison's annoying. The breeze is S tier, I think, because breeze charges are like genuinely I think one of the best additions to Minecraft in a long time. They're just so fun to use, especially with the mace, and you just run around. And they're also just great for mobility because the thing about Elytras are good for like vertical and also long-term mobility, but they're really not good if you want to like if you need like instant not a lot of verticality. Elytras aren't great. Say if you need to go like 5 or 6 blocks up, you can't really use it. I mean, you can use an Elytra for that, but you gotta like look straight up, use the firework, and then immediately like turn yourself straight down to land on it, and you'll take a lot of fall damage, and it's a hassle. The breeze charge fixes that. It's really useful. You can get a lot of jump height out of it, and I think it's just a really good feature to the game. The creaking, aka the freaking, again, don't know much about. I know it's like it moves when you look away. Like my first encounter in a pale forest, I was really scared, and then every single like okay, the pale forest was initially really cool. I was like, holy shit, this is terrifying. What is this new mob, the creaking? It's like whatever. And then as soon as I got hit by it, and I realized it had like 10 hearts and did like like a heart and a half of damage, all that fear went out the window because I was like, I'm not in danger. So I'm gonna give it D tier because it's a lot more scary than it looks, to be honest. Happy Ghast, A tier. I don't know, flying ghast you can ride on. It's pretty cool. Copper Golem, I'm gonna also put in A tier, I think, because it's I don't know, they have pretty cool uses. I'm not exactly sure how they work, but I know they do shit with chests and like they can sort stuff and whatever. So pretty cool addition to the game, I think. And I think with that, that is the current Minecraft mob tier list. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.